Hi guys, I'm Manu and welcome to another episode of Sweet Money. So before we get into our topic, I want to quickly talk about the latest headline from this morning. The unemployment rate for November has come in at 6.8%. I made a video 2 months ago when the unemployment rate had hit 6.6%, and to me that was a very scary number. To me, this is even scarier, not because it's gone down 20 basis points, but because the inflation has come down supposedly to 2%, and it's Christmas time. So during Christmas, retailers, hospitality, entertainment industry should be hiring. Then on top of that, our JT, our PM, has introduced this tax holiday, which also should have boosted the economy in theory, but clearly that did not happen. So it's a little troublesome. I did make a video on this topic, like I said, about a month or maybe 2 months. I can't remember now, but I will have it attached, your left, my right. So up here, it will be right here. Please click on it. And then it'll give you a snapshot of where Canada is at the moment. Now, secondly, it's been a lot of doom and gloom in Canada. It's quite depressing. And I thought just to bring some holiday cheer, I want to do a giveaway today. So in this giveaway, 5 people who mention the code word in the comment section. So somewhere in the middle of this video, I will say the code word. And once you hear it, put it in the comment section, and the first 5 people will get a free financial plan. Meaning I'll sit down with them and we will go through your budget for 2025 and ensure that you have a positive cash flow. Now, it doesn't matter where you are in the world because money is money and the flow of cash doesn't change. So your country is irrelevant. So I look forward to this. So like I said, the first 5 people will get the prize, and hopefully this brings a bit of a holiday cheer. All right, so let's get started on today's topic, which is 5 essential things you need to do in order to start your business off on the right foot. Okay. First and foremost, in Canada, you have to register your business. Now, there's 2 steps in registering your business. The first step is, depending on the province that you live in, you have to go to the ministry. So, for example, I'm in Ontario, so I would have to go to the Ministry of Ontario and register my business. Now, I can register a sole proprietor, or I can register a corporation. Now, I've also made a video on sole proprietor versus a corporation, so you know the benefits, the pros and cons. If you're at that stage, please look at that video as well. You'll find it in my album. And then once you get the registration number from the Ministry of Ontario, you will then go to the CRA, the Canada Revenue Agency, and from there, what you get is called a business number. And that business number is also your CRA number, which allows you to file your taxes. It allows you to put yourself on payroll. It also allows you to file your HST returns. Okay. So those are the 2 things you have to do, and in that order. Now, your business is registered. You have a incorporation number. Congratulations. You are now an official entrepreneur. Look, on a side note, I started my business in my 40s. Up until then, I was an employee. I was in the finance department in the corporate world. And then I guess I had a midlife crisis and I took the plunge, right? Which proves if I can do it, if I can start my own business, then anyone can start their own business. Age, like they say, is nothing but a number. And let's call a spade a spade. I did not have a cool, fun guy who came on YouTube and gave me awesome advice and a roadmap of how to start my business and how to navigate the taxes and how to navigate networking and so on and so forth. I wish I had that. Maybe I would have made the jump earlier, but you guys have me, so please take full advantage. And in the description down below, I have added a link to the CRA website. I have also added a link to the 10 provinces. You'll find the link where you can go and register your business before you go to the CRA website. Now, if you're looking to open a corporation, I recommend you go through a lawyer, especially if you have partners who are going to join you in this venture. Now, some shady CPAs do open corporations and register your business, but they are not allowed. So if you see one of those shady CPAs, you run in the opposite direction. And look, I understand starting a new business, you want to save a couple of bucks because the venture is very nerve-wracking and it's very scary. I get it. However, in the long run, if you don't go through the right channels, you might end up burning your hands. And Brother Manu doesn't want that happening. So you've been forewarned. Now, as soon as your paperwork is done, there's a brief party to celebrate. But mind you, it's a very short-lived party because the work is now going to begin. Now that your paperwork is in order, you are going to build a business plan. A business plan will give you a financial framework and it will give you an operational framework. Being a part-time YouTuber, I should not be saying this, and I hope Sun does not send me an email, but do not Google your way to building a business plan. You will get burned. It is absolutely impossible to cover every single step of a business plan in a YouTube video or in some article. I'll tell you why. Because each business is different. A business plan is catered to your business, to your geography, and to the size of business that you want to open. It depends on the capital that you want to invest, the number of partners in the business, the demographics of who you're targeting, and the list goes on and on and on. It is absolutely impossible to cover this topic in detail, which will allow you to build a business plan without the assistance of a professional. And look, if you don't have an accountant to help you on your business plan, my link to my website is down below. Please click on it, reach out. I'll be more than happy to get you started. Now, along with your financial and operational framework, a business plan will also give you clarity. It will give you a sense of direction. It will give you framework so that you spend the right amount on the right activities. You will maximize your chance of achieving success. And then as you work on your business plan with your accountant, there are 3 things you will be doing simultaneously in the background. The code word to the free financial planning session is remember. It all starts with a simple conversation. And while you're at it, give me some SLC. Subscribe, like, and comment. Now, as you're working on your business plan with your accountant, there are 3 things you will be doing simultaneously in the background. And those 3 things are, starting with number 1, it's building a sweet website. People judge you based on your social media presence. Your website, how you come across on social media, and how you interact with people is very important. You will be sharing knowledge, and that knowledge will attract people to you. You have to show yourself as a subject matter expert. So you can only do that if you have a proper process in place. And let's be honest, people are attracted to shiny things. We go to fancy restaurants knowing the portion size of the food will be tiny. However, we want the ambiance, we want the nice linen, we want the silverware. So if you can also bring these shiny features to your presence, it will help you boost your sales and your recognition amongst the crowd. And of course, being a new entrepreneur, you're going to have to stretch those marketing dollars. Money will be tight. Therefore, social media is free, and that's great. Take full advantage of it. However, as you start to grow, your marketing budget will also grow. I know of some people who are realtors, lawyers, mortgage agents. I've never met them. I've never met them in my life. However, I know their name and I know what they look like. It's because their marketing presence is so powerful that wherever I turn, it seems that they're there. There's a billboard, there's a social media post, there's just something in which they are present. And this, it's called brand recognition, and it is effective. There's a reason why Fortune 500 companies spend millions and millions of dollars on a 30-second commercial during Super Bowl or during the World Cup of Soccer. Because that 30-second exposure has an ROI, and that ROI goes a long way. And my friend, your time will come when one day your banners will shine. But for today, let's focus on the free stuff. Now, if you're going to sell a product, source it from a vendor whose quality matches the price point that you want to sell at. For instance, if you want to sell a high-end pair of jeans, do not go to the vendor who's got the cheapest price. Go to a manufacturer who is known for using quality threads and quality manufacturing techniques so that your price point matches the product that you're selling. And it's also very important that you have a rapport with your manufacturer, that they have the infrastructure to provide you with the goods that you need on a timely basis. Very important. When you speak with the owner of the manufacturer or the sales rep, you have to feel as if this person has my back and genuinely cares about my success. Because if you don't get that feeling, this company or individual might not be right for you. If you're selling a service, have a value proposition. Look, straight up, whenever I meet a client, one of the first things I say to them is, regardless of whether you work with me or not, it doesn't matter. What is important that whoever you work with, you have to feel comfortable with that person. You have to feel comfortable asking questions, and you have to feel comfortable knowing that this person will be there for me in the time of need. And if you're providing a service, carve your own niche. Be who you are. Be genuine. Do not try and fake and be like someone else who has made it in that business sector, because eventually the true you will come out. Therefore, why bother putting all this energy into being something that you're not? Let the people who gravitate with your personality come to you. And as for the rest of them, they just weren't meant to be. When I started my YouTube channel, some people who are very close to me and people that I truly respect said to me, "Manu, you're too straightforward. You're sometimes you're in your face with your thoughts and your comments." And a very dear friend of mine also said, "Manu, you made fun of cats." And pet owners are very sensitive towards their cats. And I said to all these people, I said, look, I truly want the best for my listeners, right? So I'm not going to sugarcoat or water down what I'm saying. If I'm coming across as a straightforward person, because I genuinely want you to take what I say to heart. I genuinely want you to apply what I say into your daily life so you can see the improvements that I have seen in my life. I want you to have the financial success that I have had. And quite frankly, I think it's a universal law. We don't like people wasting our time, right? So why should I put out fluffy, nicey things and waste your time? I'm not here to make friends. I'm genuinely here to teach you because I care. So whatever knowledge I have on these topics, I just want to share them with you. And the second thing, when it comes to your whole marketing and the image that you want to create for yourself, some entrepreneurs are very good at their craft. For example, an engineer might be very good at designing buildings or bridges or products or whatever it may be. However, this engineer might not be the easiest person to speak with. They may not have a very friendly personality. And it's very important to be self-aware of who you are. And if you are that type of personality, it's fine. The world needs all types of people. It's okay. But then you have to have the presence of mind to go out and hire a salesperson or a head of sales who will represent your company, who will be the face of your company on social media and greet clients that come to your door. And the three major ingredients of a good salesperson, as far as I'm concerned, is number one, charm, number two, intelligence, and number three, professionalism. At the end of the day, your business is your kingdom. You make the decision and you live with the consequences. Now, while you work on your business, you also have to work on your operations. Regardless of whether you sell a product or a service, you need a workflow. How and when will you invoice? How will you intake orders? How will you process the order? How will you pay your bills? How will data flow through your organization? How will the different individuals in the organization work with each other so that you create synergies? How will you pay your invoices? How will you develop processes to avoid shrinkage and theft? What are your internal controls to manage inventory? How will you safeguard your assets? The answer to these questions will also help you determine what kind of CRM you need, what kind of POS you need, what kind of ERP system you need, and what kind of talent you need on your team. And my friend, this is just the basic setup before you open the doors to your kingdom. And let me tell you something, ask any entrepreneur out there, the day you open your business, there's no such thing as peace. Your mind will constantly circle around your business. Your clients, your operations, your team will always be top of mind. Therefore, before you open the doors to your future, make sure you get some sleep while you can. And remember, it all starts with a simple conversation.